from that Saturday Showdown back in 2021. Of course, now Trundle is trying to qualify for that Saturday Showdown by entering this bracket. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, that is the invitational series that that you can get to by being one of the highest placing attendees who hasn't qualified at these events right now. So they are both competing for that spot. And as we said, Alice is going to have to, or Trundle rather, is going to have to try and use range.
Absolutely.
To try and deal with Game & Watch, because you don't really have anything else in this matchup.
Range and that command grab. That command grab can be good at mixing lands. As we see right there, it'll be a very big factor into these games.
That's actually fair, because it is going to help to have a command grab when you have to deal with a projector, with a really good out of shield option as a floaty character. Like, having that mix-up is very useful.
And now, how does Trundle land? With the Gordo?
Of course.
This answers the question for me.
How else?
And also that dash attack, if it ever 2 frames Game & Watch, they explode a very early percent.
The ledge cheese is real.
This is a battle of, can Bulby win neutral enough to offset the amount of times Trundle has to hit him to take the stock?
Okay, playing a bit of Gordo tennis there.
And then
Trundle!
As I said, coming in, the 2 frame with the dash attack, as I mentioned earlier on.
And it's a very active move, you know, like, the window for that is not as tight as it can look sometimes.
Ridiculously active, as Trundle just taking the lead right now. As I said earlier on with, even though it is King Dedede, even though they are big herbox, even though they are slow, Bulby needs to get these hits more than Trundle. They can't trade evenly, otherwise the weight difference will really, really show.
Oh my god!
Dash attack just taking 2 stocks.
Was that a 0 to death?
I think it was. I told you, a big factor in this matchup. Bulby just unable to get anything started against this big moving wall of blubber.
This big moving wall of pain. This hammer is coming in clutch, and so are the belly flops. Oh!
Went the charge with the jet hammer.
Feeling herself a bit too much there,
I didn't even see the Gordo. She hid in the blast zone to slap that down.
Yeah. Hit it with the hitbox. Oh my god. Trying to space those back airs now. Bulby has to be really patient. Again, range is the main thing, and you can see Trundle spacing really coming in clutch in this matchup.
Absolutely, just spacing back. Not leaving too many openings in a game plan right now. Oh, the reflect on the Gordo, not quite taking the stock though. As the dash attack takes it. I feel like Trundle air dodged there and died because of it. I feel like they should have barely lived, but maybe I'm wrong. But with a huge lead right now, Game & Watch on their pretty much final legs, just trying to fight back in this.
I feel like Bulby needs to be more ignorant.
Yes, just press more buttons.
Press more buttons. Like, you're holding shield and getting neutral bead, and your response is to shield less. No, your response should be to up B more.
Yeah.
Like, just be more ignorant.
What does Trundle do about the up Bs? It's pretty safe. Down there you can still land with. As soon as Dedede's in the air, it's very hard for them to land. They don't have much to land with. They can do the surprise Gordo in the blast zone, but down there is quite slow. They have to trade into that tuft of an up air, which is very, very destroying the projectile. And that up is going to take it, catching the landing from Bulby.
Yeah, you actually don't want to be above Dedede too much in this matchup, which is kind of scary.
They don't want to be above each other, because the up air from Game & Watch is hard to land into.
It's really terrifying.
And then being above Dedede, the activeness of that up air, the drill hammer above them, can just snipe them landings.
Yeah, I mean, having an option that can beat Game & Watch landing aerials is just really powerful, especially a kill move. Like, you'll take it.
I'm actually not too sure if Dedede up air outranges the Game & Watch down there. Because if it does, then... I
mean, it should do, right? Well, it's pretty big. It's a big hammer.
But it's a big key as well.
It's not that big. I really hope it's not that big. I think we saw Trundle outrange it, but I don't know. Either way, you could probably use back air or something and hit it from the side. I don't know. But you've got the tools to kind of deal with it, which can make it kind of scary. Of course, Bulby's also got some really good tools for juggling. So...
But I really want to see Bulby push advantage this game, try and get their game plan going more, be a bit more ignorant, press a bit more buttons, because they definitely have the frame data and the hitboxes for this. Like, the hitboxes are still quite huge. Even more forward air, because that occupies a lot of space, and Dedede is still quite big at the end of the day. And now
Well, it's a good stage pick from them because they've decided to opt for Smashville instead, which I think is really, really smart in terms of just closing that space between them and Alice. Or Trundle, sorry.
Yeah. I'm sure either works. The tag in-game is Alice, so I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to not make a habit of it too much.
To say in-game tag should be perfectly fine.
Yeah, fair enough. I forgot it was the in-game tag. It's just her name. So I was like,
Either works, either works.
Yeah.
But yeah, as I said, these up airs, just catching these landings if possible. I would have loved to see an F smash there. I feel like F smash would have taken the stock there. And the food's ledge trap there. I do not know what you do in that situation. You either get hit, or get hit, and then the chair just hits you anyway.
Yeah.
But now, for the first time in this set, Bulby with a lead. Let's see how they can push it.
That was the kind of ignorance I needed from Bulby. Like, they were sitting there before respecting Gordo ledge traps. No, you have big aerials. Just press buttons.
Press buttons, hit through it, do what you want to do. Even the food defeats the Gordo. The Gordo's not hungry enough, he's a bit allergic, goes flying back. But yeah, let's not get stuck in shield here. Press onwards, press your buttons, press your back airs, press your neutral airs, press your up Bs. As we see, up B straight to down there, the Meister special.
Yeah, this is it. This is the kind of hopelessness? This is the kind of ignorance that we wanted to see. A lot more buttons being pressed on Bulby's side. Getting used to this matchup, but you got to be careful, because if you get caught in the air, you can die for it. And that it was hammer outranging key.
And the nice snipe from Trundle there, just catching that landing.
Yeah.
You go into this stock. But as I said, the weight is coming into, never mind, as the stock disappears.
She knows how Gordo mix-ups, by the way. We're talking about how hard it can be for Dedede to get down, and it can be really hard. But we've seen Trundle use a lot of Gordo mix-ups with the inhale, just by hiding the Gordo with her character's massive body. Like, very, very smart stuff from Trundle to find a way down, because it is really difficult.
As we see, Trundle's only way down there was air dodging through the up air. But because of that, they got back in and now they're back on ledge. So Trundle's land options are really, really bad in this matchup. So it's literally whoever's above just feels like they're in an awful situation. Less so for Game & Watch, but it's still a factor nonetheless. Nobody wants to be above.
No one wants to be juggled here. Especially because both these characters have really good recoveries.
Also, Bulby avoiding like recovering low now and not getting caught by these dash attacks by Trundle, as they're struggling to find stocks through this dash attack at ledge.
Yeah, a lot more recovery mix-ups. Very important.
Which I like to see. Yeah, Trundle just poking that hammer through the stage to get them off the ledge. As Trundle is not finding a way out of this advantage right now. And 5 pieces of food into back air. A full 5-course meal into fish and you're done.
That penguin was hungry.
Hungry penguin.
He was eating up.
Eating up indeed. As they couldn't keep up with the gourmet race and ended up losing the stock to the game.
Yeah, that was rough for Trundle. And, you know, after getting 2 stock, she's got to try and find a way back in it. It is a very difficult matchup. But Dedede is the soul main.
It is the soul main, absolutely.
We'll see.
But maybe we have seen more in-hell mix-ups by Trundle. Again, because I didn't see Trundle use in-hell that much them games.
Yeah. Maybe a slightly better stage pick as well. Like, Smashville is a good stage for Dedede. That's what you see a lot of the time, is that people think about their own stage picks. But when you think about it in the context of the matchup, you want to make the gap between you and Game & Watch as big as you can. Because you have a hammer and Game & Watch doesn't. And again, that's the only advantage you have. As soon as Game & Watch gets out of that range, you're losing.
You're just getting hit over and over and over again. Just controlling the space. And we see immediate burst in takes 20% for their troubles. Oh. But damage at ledge here.
Oh, that catch from there. This is actually a fun fact about Gordo, is it just homes in on Dedede when you hit it back. It's really dumb.
That time we went above Dedede though. But yeah, Trundle pushing the advantage right now. And slowly holding the lead. As I said about inhale, using more inhale in the matchup is just working out, as Bulby's now approaching more, but not able to get the hitboxes out in time. And that Gordo snap, getting the stock nice and early. 64% only on Trundle's name right now, and they're just pushing advantage with these in-hell mix-ups, these fair mix-ups, just mixing up their landings and outspacing this Game & Watch right now.
Yeah, really good Gordo mix-ups too. And what that does is it just means that after Bulby reflects the Gordo, he still has to play the minigame.
Yeah. But let's see if either Trundle can push the advantage or Bulby can fight back.
Ooh.
But right now, just Trundle got his number right now, just punishing every option they pick. And the dash attack after all that time. As you said,
she's so good at those ledge traps.
She got the thinking cap on right now.
Yeah.
And just stuck between this slow-moving wall of blubber and the unrelenting pressure of these inhales, forward airs, back airs, and Gordos.
Just dash back inhale, I love it. Starting to catch Bulby trying to overshoot.
Yeah.
Because Bulby has to hard commit to it. Really, really smart stuff.
In order to get in, they kind of have to. You see, punching dash out with the inhale, just punishing these overshot.
No! Oh my god.
Nearly. But now, Trundle has to land.
You can't do that to a human being on VGBootCamp. You're a menace for attempting that.
Well, we've seen clips many times on VGBootCamp.
Well, yeah, we have. We've seen a few.
Oh? Can we get any conversions here? Trundle just slowly building up the damage. And now Bulby slowly building up the damage with 4 nairs and the up air, putting 55%.
Oh yeah, here we go.
74. Can Trundle land? This is what I'm saying.
Eat up!
It's so hard for Trundle to land.
Oh, this penguin is big! Oh my god.
And after 100...
It's still going.
It's still going, never mind. I can say after 127%, the penguin's finally able to land. But now, how does Bulby land? The stock is gone.
Oh, no,
barely living. But now Bulby has to land in this very polarizing who's above loses matchup.
Oh, looking for a back air maybe?
Big back air. Oh, a bit overextended there. No punish. And they just weave back and forth. Bulby trying to keep themselves safe in this matchup. Oh,
you're dead.
Down smash is going to take it. This is not out of the realm of possibility. We saw that juggle for 100%. A single nair could bring this back to even. But how will Trundle hold this? Oh, the nair. Oh, to back air. Trundle's still in disadvantage. They need to fight their way back right now.
Eat up. You got to...
How did he land?
Oh, that Gordo is considered too. Oh my god. Was that to try and run up?
Building up the hammer right now. Will the next one be a 9?
Healed for
Big back air. Will take the stock as Trundle takes it 2-1 over Bulby. A very nice game. Very nice set. Bulby did start to bring it back with them juggles, but Trundle's mix-ups, pressure, and just using that range to their advantage just was enough to take the set.
I don't know how she does it.
She played it extremely well.
I do not know. I
told you from the beginning, the wave's going to be a factor, and like just the Gordo and how they mix up their options is going to be a huge factor.
It's nuts.
Should Dedede win? I don't think so. But
should Dedede win? No.